Hi, my name is Olu and welcome to my channel. I received a letter from a 17-year-old girl 6 months ago. Okay, but give me a second to explain. It's taken me so long to film this because I had to go through many different stages of hair. Can you imagine? I told her to give me 1 week. Dun, dun, dun. 6 months later, and I decided to show you what to do in 3 different hairstyles. She says that she is the only one in her household who has long hair and wants to grow it out, but has no idea how to take care of her hair. She wants to know what to do with her hair on the daily. Should she put anything else on her hair on the day she doesn't wash? And how does she take care of her hair in box braids? Now, I've got to say, I don't wear braids anymore. My hair is too long for that because who's going to be taking that out? However, I do have my own version of protective style, and I can walk you through what to do with braids, okay? Braids is all about moisturization. You need water, you need an oil, you need a conditioner. You basically need to moisturize your hair the same way you would with a twist out. From your letter, you said that you wear your hair natural, but do you wear your natural straight, or do you wear your natural in twist outs, or straight out, or braid outs, or blown out? I don't really know which one, but I'm just gonna put what I do when my hair is in twist out right here. So this is a fresh twist out on blown out hair. So on the first day, I don't spritz it with water. I spritz it maybe like from second, third day on, because right now my hair still has moisture in it. This is the takedown. I've talked to you guys about this melanin hair care. That's 90% of the time what I use. But if you don't have melanin hair care, or if you don't have access to melanin hair care, just use like a midway oil. Not as light as jojoba oil and not as heavy as a castor oil. So somewhere in the middle, like an olive oil, an extra virgin olive oil will do the trick. A sweet almond oil. My hair really likes that. Rub it in your hands. I like to rub it down the hair shaft and the ends first, and then you just unravel your twist. Then I go in and separate them very gently, especially in the front, because I don't like it to have a lot of frizz in the front. Just very gently twist the ends around your finger. So you see? Around your finger. Just so that the ends are coated in oil. You may not feel like there's any more oil on your hands, but there is. Okay. So each strand, which was half of a twist, you go in and you split them. Twirl the ends. So right now it's just giving long, completely no frizz. But as soon as we get outside, it will start to expand. By the time I get to church, it will be like out to here. And this is me with like a fresh haircut, ends trimmed, like, you know, there's nothing obstructing my hair from doing what it needs to do. If you are getting to the bottom and it's like tangling and knotting, you need a trim. A professional one, not you just cutting all over with your blunt scissors. So that's everything into 2, and splitting your hair more and more directly affects how much frizz you're going to see and how big it's going to get during the day. I pull at my roots with my fingers just so I don't have so many like sparse spots. And so I'm using my nails to pick the hair away from my scalp, especially right in the center. On a everyday basis, I'm always going to put oil. I'm always going to take down how I wrapped it up for sleep with some oil on my hands. And typically, like from day 2 and onward, we're just going to do 1 spritz of water and aloe vera juice. Water bottle, half water, half aloe vera juice. It could be all water. It doesn't matter. All I want you to do is 1 pump, okay? Hold it far away from you. Hold it far away. Spritz once and like shake your hair in the water. That is it. That is the amount of water I'm asking you to put in your hair every day. Once again, melanin hair care. In my palms. Rub it in. All I do is like slide it through the ends, okay? Slide it through the ends. Both sides. We're just focusing on the ends. The ends are the oldest part of your hair. They're the part that need the most care. Okay, so we got this. Split into 2. You could also do 4. If your hair is shorter, you do more. But for me, my hair is long enough for me to just do 2 on either side of my head. Okay. Twirl the ends. If you feel your hair snagging anywhere, release one, grab the piece that's snagging by the end and slowly pull away. Usually that untangles itself. If there's a knot there, I highly urge you to get a shear. There's always a shear around me. Mine's just over there. And cut it as close to the knot as you can. Then I bring them together. And I put it in a low bun. I use the silk scrunchies that I told you every natural hair person must have. Okay. If the parting was in the center and it was neat, or if you don't care about it being in the center, I don't care about it being in the center. I like my hair to just fall as it wishes to fall. This could also be a hairstyle. Throw some big hoop earrings on. This is your hairstyle. And then silk scarf around your hair. I prefer silk. I think silk works better. If I have to recommend, I will recommend silk over satin every time, and absolutely no cotton. And that's the night routine right there. You also mentioned that you have psoriasis on your scalp, causing it to be extremely flaky and itchy. And I really had that when I was younger. However, as I started to wash my hair every week, I'm saying that because our parents told us that it was okay for us to wash our hair every 2 weeks, every month, and that's okay. No, every week, because that psoriasis is an inflammation. Okay, it's a stress response from your body. And so if you were not drinking water every day, how long would you last? It's time for bed, so I'm gonna show you what I do to my hair. Woo, man, a good scalp massage. Not necessary, but I definitely do it all the time. Okay, so first things first, I brush very gently. Come on now, gently. You want to make sure it's completely tangle free. Okay? Number one thing to make sure is that you keep the center of your head still. Now also, you must have a silk scarf. I've been using this hairnet as of recent because my hair's kind of getting long. And so it just makes it easier to tie it up. But this is not necessary. I can definitely do this process with just the scarf. You take the brush. I recommend the unbrush. You go around your head in a circle. In a circle, you're trying to keep the top still. Remember that. In a circle, it's easier to come underneath and continue because I hold the top and I try and grab my hair with my pinky. Okay, see? This area right here is why I started using the net. Before my hand could catch it all, now my hand cannot. I just use my pinky once again to just like collect the hair. And then I use my finger to bring it around in the net. All the way around in the net. That is what has been working for me as of late. And then this part, if you weren't using the net, when you came from right here, everything was in a circle. You would just lay this right on the top. It's this being on the top and keeping your head still is what will keep your hair in the direction and laying how it needs to lay. So I would go like this, leave the other hand, grab the two ends, hold it towards the front. So everything would be in here. I would tie it. Ooh. My scarf is ripping, but you would tie the two ends around and you would tie it twice in the back. Now, if you were doing this without the net, you would have a few pieces here, right? So you would take the scarf and you would twist it around, all the way around 360. Because I have the net, I'm unable to do that. But I'm just letting you know that that's eventually what I would have had to have done to make sure all of my hair was laying the same all the way around. And then you would reposition your ears so that they're comfortable. I recommend a silk scarf, 100% silk scarf. And that's the bed routine. And last but not least, this is what I do when my hair is in my personal favorite protective style, a sew-in. My hair was washed just about 2 days ago, right? I say that because I let my hair dry before I flat ironed it this morning because I don't have an overhead hair dryer and I needed my hair to get super dry before I flat ironed it. This is the first time I'm preparing for bed while the hair is in this stretched state. As you're brushing your hair, you're detangling your hair, you need to be gentle. Be gentle. My preferred way of going to bed when I have a weave in my head is to put it in heatless curls. This is my heatless curler from Go Sleek. I prefer the Go Sleek heatless curls because this is made out of silk, unlike the Kitsch copy, which is made out of polyester. Polyester is the same as cotton. It pulls the moisture out of your hair, while silk does not do that. That is the importance of silk. Silk scarves, silk bonnets, silk everything. Anything that's gonna touch your head. You put it here in the center. I try and keep it back, especially now because I'm going to the gym every day. And then if I have it close to the front, it's really hard to put your headphones on. Comes with a clip. Oh. Just clip it down in the center. I always start on this side and take a portion of the hair. I'm using my left hand. I'm holding the rod with the right. I take the part that's in my left. I hand it over to the right hand. I bring it up and over the heatless curler. I grab another section with my left. I pass the hair from my right hand to my left and then put both pieces in the right hand. And slowly detangle through. Now you take both pieces up and over the heatless curler. You continue that all the way to the bottom. The smaller you make the sections, the curlier the hair will be, the more voluminous. When you get to the end and have no more hair, you just wrap it around. I twist and wrap. Just tie them around the end of the hair. All done. Next side. Same movements, switch hands. Right side, collect some hair. Hand it over to the left. Left hand takes the hair up and over. Right hand grabs more hair, hands it to the left. I like to pull it down and push the hair up, just so I feel like I have more space at the end. Not a requirement though, especially if your hair is shorter. This weave is 26 inches. So it can go all the way to the bottom. We need room at the end to tie them together. Okay, so some people actually just go to bed like this. I like to twist the ends around each other in the back, so it's nice and neat. After this, I can just put my bonnet on. Today, we're using the bonnet from Eve by Bose, the bonnet that came with the hair. But again, you can use anything. This one is satin lined cotton, so not the best. Or that's what it feels like. I could be wrong. Created in Ghana. We love that. I like that this edge here. Keep my edges from reverting, I guess. Yeah. And then it's got a tie, so it can be tight. Not bad, not bad at all. The ties could be longer because I would have loved to tie it all the way to the back, right? That would make sense to me. I have my weave in, and even when I'm on the go, I try to stay prepared for my hair. I keep shea butter in my car. This is typically for my skin, but I can use it for my hair. I keep changing the type of things that I use in my hair, so you know that it doesn't have to be the exact products. It just needs to be a specific kind of product, a specific heaviness of product, right? So here, just rubbing my fingers just a little bit, because we're doing a takedown. When we take down a twist out, when we take down a braid out, when we are taking down our hair in general, you put oil on your hands. That is what I'm trying to describe to you. Yeah. So I've had my hair in this for 2 days. You know how in my 4C basics, I'm like, just leave your hair alone. Find a hairstyle that your hair likes, that you like, leave your hair alone. This is my leave my hair alone hairstyle. I wrap it around this Gold Sleek hair curler and I go about my business. There's no frizz, and that's because I put oil on my hair. Can I speak today? That's because I put oil on my hands. Don't mind me, I didn't sleep well last night. Ooh, all of it's gone. So just add a little bit more, don't be afraid. I could brush that out, but it's gonna be fine. I try and take it down at least every 2 days because it starts to get heavy in parts of my head, and that doesn't feel good. I kind of feel like I want to get LASIK so I don't have to wear glasses again. Oh, how pretty! Well, I hope you've learned something from this video, and if you have any more questions, let me know below and I will make you your own video. I mean, I hope it doesn't take 6 more months, but I'm really just doing my best, okay? We're living in Trump's America. Talk to y'all later.